right, let me ask you this. Have you ever looked into the mirror and realized you are no longer the same person? I realized that. Not because your weight changed, not because your clothes fit differently, but because something inside of you shifted. What happens when you finally become the person you've been fighting to become? That's what we're talking about today. Because losing over 120 pounds, now it's 140 pounds, changed my body. But because Joyce changed my life. Yes, Joyce changed my life. Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to another season of my journey beyond the scale. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Dr. Joyce, founder and CEO of Golden Hands Weight Loss and Wellness Clinic, um, where I advocate for weight loss and wellness. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm an entrepreneur, and most importantly, a woman who spent years trying to become smaller before realizing she was actually meant to become stronger. That hit really high. I wanted to become smaller, but I forgot becoming smaller, I have to become stronger. And today we are kicking it off with season three, a conversation that has been in my heart for a long, long time. Because after losing the weight, after the healing, after the hard work, there comes a question nobody prepares you for. Who are you now? Really, who are you now? For years, I thought losing the weight would change everything. I thought my life was waiting for me on the other side of weight loss. You know what I mean? I thought when I lose the weight, I'll be confident. When I lose the weight, I'll be happy. When I lose the weight, I'll finally feel enough. Anybody else ever negotiate with themselves like that? Has anybody ever negotiated themselves with questions like that? As if happiness was sitting somewhere waiting with a clipboard saying, "Congratulations, you've reached your goal weight. Yes, your confidence." But life doesn't work that way. I learned something surprising. You can lose weight and still carry insecurities. Of course, you can lose the weight and still carry insecurities. I still carry insecurities. Guess what? Incoming stitch, that's one of my insecurities, okay? But yes, it is one of my insecurities. And tremendous weight loss will cause loose skin, okay? You can lose pounds and still carry fear. You can shrink your body and still feel stuck. And that realization changed everything. The woman I used to be, sometimes I think about the younger version of me. The woman who doubted everything about herself. The woman who spent too much time apologizing. Yes, that is me, or that was me. The woman who worried about taking up space. The woman who waited for permission. I wish I could sit beside her and tell her, "You don't have to earn your worth." I spent years trying to become acceptable. Mm, that hit hard. Yes, I spent years trying to become acceptable. Despite the fact that I know and I feel I'm beautiful, I still wanted to be accepted by people. So I would shrink myself in order to fit. But today I'm focused on becoming authentic. And those are very different goals. You have to be authentic to yourself and set those goals. The weight I really needed to lose was, can I tell you something? The heaviest weight I ever carried wasn't in my body. It was in my mind. Yes, it was self doubt, fear, comparison, shame, perfectionism. These things weighed far more than any number on the scale. My mental health was dwindling, guys. My mental health was dwindling. I know in the past episode, I told you guys I was depressed, I was anxious, I had to seek help. I sought help from my primary care who helped me with, with some anti-anxiety medication. I was also seeing a therapist. So sometimes the weight you carry is not the pound you see on the scale, it's what is in your mind. And the funny thing is, nobody could see them. People would compliment me, tell me I look amazing, tell me I was doing great. Meanwhile, I was still carrying emotional baggage heavier than my suitcase at the airport. Yes, emotional baggage. Mental health is real. And if you've ever paid overweight luggage fee, you know that's serious. That's right. Those of us who travel a lot, we know overweight baggage fee. An extra pound could cost you up to $100. And that's how it is in your health. An extra pound could cause you your blood pressure being higher, cholesterol issues, heart issues, and so on. So who is her? Who is me? Who am I? Who am I? The woman I've been becoming. Listen, I'm not perfect. I still have hard days. I still make mistakes. I still occasionally buy unhealthy groceries and then order takeouts. That's right. Suya. But I trust myself now. I speak kindly to myself and I set boundaries. I rest sometimes because rest is very, very important to the body. I say no without writing a 5 page apology letter. Listen, guys, I used to um I used to be a yes person. Somebody would call me and like, Joyce, can you do this? Or Joyce, listen, that those years are gone. Those days are gone. You have to learn to say no and feel comfortable with your answer. Saying no sometimes is discipline. And when you say no, it's not because you don't like the other person. It's not because you don't like doing what you're doing. It's just because you want peace. You want to take care of yourself. I've always say self-care is not luxury. Take care of yourself, take care of your mental well-being. So saying no sometimes is you taking care of yourself. You don't have to apologize. I do not apologize. And now I really don't care what people think. I don't care. Just because I say no doesn't mean I don't like you, doesn't mean I don't want to be with you, doesn't mean I don't want to hang out with you. It just means I want to take care of myself. It is growth, it's healing, and it's freedom. Don't be a people pleaser. I used to be. I will please people and displease myself. Okay. But what I've learned, and here are a few things I've learned on this journey. Number one, your body is not your enemy. It never was. It never was. Two, confidence isn't something you find, it's something you practice. You have to practice confidence and tell yourself you are confident enough. When you stand among people, when you are among other people, do not try to compare. Always know in your mind that you look good, you are confident. And number three, you don't become worthy after you reach a goal. You were worthy before you started. And number four, invest in yourself. That is my go to word. Invest in yourself, not because you are broken, but because you are valuable. There is a difference. You are valuable. And you have to tell yourself that no matter what, no matter how you look, you are valuable. And maybe you're listening while driving, walking, cooking dinner. Maybe you are in a season where you don't recognize yourself anymore. just like I did. I did not recognize myself. Maybe you are changing. Maybe you're growing. Maybe you are growing. Maybe you are becoming. I want you to know something. Growth can feel uncomfortable. Transformation can feel lonely. But don't mistake discomfort for failure. Okay? Do not mistake discomfort for failure. You have to be uncomfortable when you're growing. The old version of you is making room for the new version. And I want to leave you with a question. Who are you becoming? Not what weight are you trying to reach, not what size you want to wear. Who are you becoming? What kind of person are you building? What kind of life are you creating? Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. At the end of the day, you matter. I want to thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. And thank you for joining me as we begin season 3 of my journey beyond the scale. Next week we'll talk about something we all want and something misunderstood. Confidence isn't what you think. Trust me on this. You won't want to miss that conversation. Until next time, take care of yourself, okay? Be kind to yourself. Keep becoming. And remember, guys, your worth was never meant to be measured. Yes, your worth was never meant to be measured. Stay positive and continue to take care of yourself. I'll see you on season 3, episode 2. Love you guys. Your smiling doctor, Dr. Joyce.
This podcast shares my personal experiences and insights for educational purposes only. It is not medical advice and it should not replace guidance from your healthcare provider or qualified professional. Journey beyond the scale, I find my way.